continues to intensify as victim number 23 is identified as 16-year-old Melissa Jane Cartwright. The 16-year-old was last seen by her mother on Tuesday evening at around 10 p.m. after saying goodnight before going upstairs to her bedroom. The next morning, a neighbor found Melissa dead on her front lawn after being brutally beaten and strangled. She had also received a stab wound to the heart. The killer, as was the case in all the other murders, left his signature calling card, a bloody lip print on the victim's forehead. Police do not believe that Melissa Jane Cartwright willingly met her killer 2 nights ago after being lured into a trap, as was speculated by some in the early stages of the investigation. Police released a statement saying that they, quote, were certain Melissa was killed in her bedroom before being placed on the front lawn. The victim's mother, Sonia Cartwright, spoke to reporters earlier today, urging everyone to be vigilant.
Oh, that evil monster, that demon of demons, has the audacity to kill my beautiful Melissa under my roof while I sleep in the next room. You better believe that monster will do the same to you. I urge you, take every necessary precaution before it's too late.
The kisser-killer has now murdered 23 people in the space of just 49 days. That equates to nearly 1 murder every 2 days. The killer's victims have ranged in ages from 14 to 38, with seemingly no preference for what gender is targeted, although more females than males have died at the hands of the killer. Of the 23 victims so far, 15 have been female, while 8 of them were male. 4 of the victims were under the age of 18, including the most recent victim, 16-year-old Melissa Jane Cartwright, while the majority of the victims have been white. 2 of them, 22-year-old Camila Gonzalez and 17-year-old Gabriela Rodriguez, were of Hispanic ethnicity, while 3 other victims were African American, 21-year-old Dontrell Williams, 32-year-old Caleb Johnson, and 35-year-old Isaiah Wilson, all African American males. Though the victims range widely in terms of age and are different genders and different ethnicities, they were left with one thing in common, a bloody lip print on their foreheads, all from the victim's own blood. What this signifies to the killer is anyone's guess, but police believe it is the killer's way of taunting them. As with fingerprints, lip prints are unique to each individual. The victims died in different ways. However, the majority died by means of strangulation after being beaten with a hammer-like instrument, stabbed, sexually assaulted, and mutilated. In none of the cases was a firearm ever used. Police are urging everyone to remain vigilant and have said that they are doing everything in their power to apprehend the killer. They have advised people not to go out alone at night, lock their doors at all times, and to report any suspicious activity in their area. The police added that no one should presume they are 100% safe and should take all necessary precautions to protect themselves and their families. The perpetrator of these horrific crimes has carried out the attacks in various different locations, from back alleys and side streets to trailer parks and high-rise apartments. The police said there is no way of knowing where or when the killer will strike next. Our ground reporter, Karen Sampson, was downtown earlier and asked some people on the street what they made of the terror and fear that currently grips the city. Are you scared?
Yeah, I am, to be honest. Not just for me, but for my family, my friends. We just don't feel safe anymore.
I wouldn't say I'm scared. I mean, there's a lot of people in this city, so the chances of me being one of the kisser killer's victims is pretty small, I would guess.
Well, I'm scared for others because this maniac, it's only a matter of time before someone else is murdered, and that's sad that someone walking around right now enjoying their life, expecting to have a future, won't get to have one because of this low-life sicko, and I'm also a bit angry with the police. I think they could be doing more.
I'm creeped out, yeah. Like, I don't know if that weirdo's peeking through my window at night, you know, that sort of thing. It's creepy just knowing that there are those sort of people out there walking among us. It sends chills down my spine.
So there you go. Various different insights into what some people around our city are feeling at the moment, as the kisser killer's reign of terror continues. Parents are on high alert, many of them opting to bring their kids to school themselves, rather than taking the bus after 14-year-old Rachel Winslow was abducted while making her way to the local bus stop, a short 2 minutes walk from her home. Her body was found impaled on a railing at Serenity Park Cemetery less than 24 hours later. Rachel Winslow was the kisser killer's 14th victim, and whether or not her age, being 14 years old, had any relevance to that is as yet unknown. Police are still trying to determine how the 14-year-old was abducted in broad daylight. on a relatively busy suburban street without any witnesses to the abduction. One theory is that she may have known her attacker and willingly got into a vehicle after being offered a lift to school. Her parents, however, said that would have been a highly unusual thing for Rachel to do, and because the family had just recently moved to the area, Rachel would not have known many people. Either way, whether Rachel Winslow got into a vehicle voluntarily or not, it is a stark reminder of the brutality, the callousness, the sickeningly evil mind of the killer that prowls our streets and gets their kicks from inflicting the most horrific physical and emotional pain, leaving a trail of misery in their wake. We're going to take a short commercial break, but we'll be back in...
So that's pretty much the only thing that people are talking about at the moment, and well, who can blame them? I mean, this is the sort of thing you would see on Netflix documentaries or hear on some podcasts. This is not what you expect to be happening in your very own city. This is truly terrifying. When is this person going to be caught? 23 murders in, 40-something days? How can someone do that frequently and not get caught? Anyway, we'd like to hear your thoughts on the kisser killer. Are you scared? What precautions are you taking to stay safe or to protect your family? Do you think the killer will be caught? That sort of thing. We will ask you, though, not to speculate on who the killer is. Do not, I repeat, do not mention any names that could seriously land you and us possibly in a legal case for slander or whatever. So don't do that. We just want to know how you're feeling out there, so give us a call. What do you make of all this? Anyway, so this has garnered attention from all over the world, and unfortunately, as is so often the case, America is in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. If it's not impeached presidents, mass shootings, or racial divisions, it's a serial killer. Why do we produce so many of them? I was looking at the stats, and we have had about 3,650 serial killers total. Russia is next with about 200. Then the United Kingdom with the same pretty much as Russia. But why the hell do we have so many? What's wrong with us? Maybe someone can explain that, because to be honest, I haven't done much research into the topic apart from watching Dexter, which I don't think counts as research. Okay, we've got someone on the line. Hello, who's there?
Hey, it's Charlie from Westboro.
Hey, Charlie, what do you want to say?
Well, first off, I'm not scared. If this freak even thinks about entering my house or comes within a stone's throw of my family, it will be the last thing he ever does. I say he because we all know it's a guy. Let's not kid ourselves here. I am vigilant, and I am doing what every father and husband should do, which is securing the home, staying as alert as possible to any threat, any potential dangers, first and foremost protecting my family. That's my goal, and keeping your mind focused on that prevents you from being scared. Just putting all your energy into making sure your family is safe. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that to other guys out there. You are the man of your house. Protect it.
Okay, thank you, Charlie. I agree. Do everything in your power to protect your family, your home, yourself. Okay, who else have we got on the line?
Hi, this is Becca. I am from Finland, but I've been living in America for 5 years.
Hello, Becca. I've never been to Finland, but I'm sure it's beautiful. What would you like to say?
Right, unlike the previous caller, I am scared, to be honest. I am from a small village in Finland where we had literally no crime. And so being in a big city was a huge change for me already, but this has really put me on edge, I think is how you say it. I am suspicious and nervous of literally every man who walks past me or makes eye contact with me, and it's sad because I really loved this place before all this started happening, but now I am afraid to meet new guys.
Yeah, that is sad, Becca. And yeah, it just goes to show what effect this has had on so many people in so many different ways. If you don't mind me asking, you said there about meeting new guys. Are you trying to find the right man looking to get into a relationship?
I was in a 3-year relationship, which unfortunately ended, and now I am single. But yeah, I am just too scared to meet up with new guys.
Yeah, I understand.
I went on one date. The guy seemed really nice, but I was just too nervous in case, he was a kisser killer, because these type of people can come across as very charming, very likable, and he was probably a good guy. But I pretended I was going to the bathroom and just left the bar, blocked his number because I was so scared and I wasn't like that before. So yeah, it's really affected me.
Well, Becca, I wish you all the best, and I hope you can somehow learn to trust again, but I totally understand where you're coming from. I would be lying if I said I didn't somewhat feel the same way. So, yeah, I wish you all the best, and I hope you find Mr. Right. You sound lovely, really, really sweet. So, have a nice day, and stay safe, Becca.
Thank you so much. You too.
She sounded so nice, so sweet. Be nice to Becca, guys. Be nice to all girls. Okay, who have we got next? Hello? Hello?
It's, the Kisser Killer.
I'm, sorry, what?
The Kisser Killer?
Okay, we don't appreciate that that's not funny. That is very disrespectful to the victims and their families. Can we please disconnect this caller, like now?
Don't keep him on the line. Do not disconnect him. Keep talking to him.
Becca from Finland sounded nice. I would enjoy killing her.
Oh my god, I can't do this. I don't know if this is a sick joke or what, but
This is no joke, Jenny. I'd enjoy killing you too. You would definitely be a squealer.
Okay, I'm not doing this.
Wait, Jenny, give us a second.
No, I am not doing this, Paul. No, get someone else to speak to that sick piece of shit.
Someone on the air, for God's sake. God damn it, hurry
I
up.
love when you sound scared, Jenny. It really turns me on.
No, screw you, sick son of a bitch.
Hello? You're still on the air. Who am I speaking to?
Say, would I be correct in saying that I am talking to the station director, Mr. Oscar James Simmons?
Yes, you're correct. How did you know? Are you a fan of the station?
No, I think it's shit actually, but I was hoping I would get you on the line.
And why's that?
By the way, don't bother trying to trace this. It won't work. But you asked an interesting question. It was, and I quote, "Who am I speaking to?" Well, how about let your daughter answer that question for you, Oscar?
Yeah, what did you just say?
Your daughter, Sophie, she's really, really beautiful. Exactly my type.
Okay, this has gone too far. Who the hell are you? Don't you ever mention my daughter's name again. Ever. Do you hear me?
It's Sophie's birthday today, right? 24 years old. And
Son of a bitch.
maybe soon to be my 24th victim. What an honor.
You piece of shit. Listen to me.
You want to talk to her? I'll ungag her real
No,
quick.
how? You do not have my daughter. Someone call my wife. Call my wife. Sophie is with her.
Oh, she's not. Here she is. Hey, Soph, here's Daddy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Sophie, I'm here, baby. Sophie, I'm here, baby. I'm gonna find you. You're gonna be okay, honey. You goddamn son of a bitch. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. You let her go. You piece of shit. I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
Oh, stop your goddamn whining, Oscar. Now I know where Sophie gets it from.
You evil shit. If you touch her, I swear to God, I will kill you. I will kill you.
You're too late for that, Oscar. We've done plenty of touching already, haven't we,
I'm going to
Sophie?
kill you. Oh my God, somebody do something. Trace this bastard. God damn it, trace the call.
It won't work, Oscar. You can try, but it won't work.
Okay, well, what the hell do you want? What do you want? You want money? I can give you money.
Well, first of all, I want to gag Sophie again, because her goddamn whimpering is starting to grate on me now.
Sophie, I'm coming for you, honey. I love you.
Just a second, Oscar.
Seriously, you goddamn son of a bitch. You're going to pay for this. Don't worry, honey. I love you, Sophie.
That's, better.
You bastard. You absolute bastard.
And where were we? Yeah, no, of course I don't want your money, Oscar. You keep that to, splash out on cocaine and those Wednesday night hookers you like to frequent with your buddy Stan Mitchell. While your wife thinks you're, having a quiet drink at the Grizzly Grill discussing potential guests for your radio show.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't bullshit me, Oscar, or I'll drive a pickaxe through your daughter's head.
I do,
Come on. A minute, Oscar. Who's your favorite whore?
No, okay, listen. We are not discussing this. This is, not helping.
Okay. Well, let's discuss your ongoing affair with your work colleague, the beautiful Jenny, You naughty girl, Jenny, what's Victor gonna think? Poor Victor. I can't blame you though, Oscar. I'd be tapping that fine piece of ass too if I had the chance.
The point is that, okay, we maybe, yeah, I guess,
Come on, spit it out, Oscar. You dirty dog. Woof woof.
yes, okay, well, sure. I've made mistakes, and I continue to make mistakes. I admit that. And my thing with Jenny, yes, that was wrong. I own up to that. I betrayed my wife. I betrayed her trust. And,
Hey, you're forgetting the horse, Oscar. You're forgetting the Wednesday night hookers and gangbangs with Stan Mitchell. But anyway, Oscar, shut up for a few minutes while try and summarize my reasons for doing all this, seeing as the authorities seem too inadequate to connect the dots. By the time I get to the end of all this, my identity, the identity of the so-called kisser killer will be indirectly revealed, I suppose you could say, which won't matter to me because I'll be dead by the time they come to arrest me. So, where do I start? Well, I once had a beautiful daughter, innocent, an unblemished soul, beautiful, undefiled. She was my angel, an absolute angel, all I had in the world. She made me cry, because inside, unbeknownst to her, I was so wicked, so gut-wrenchingly evil. Yet she loved me unconditionally. She loved me and smiled at me with her innocent eyes. And it made me cry. She was so beautiful until the vices of this wicked, sick world, they corrupted and defiled her. All the twisted things this sick world has to offer corrupted her soul, and that smile left her face, and the innocence in her eyes disappeared. My little girl was gone. All thanks to the vices and perverted desires of men like you, Mr. Oscar James Simmons. Does the name Tiffany ring any bells, Oscar? Of course it does. She's your favorite whore, isn't she? Well, your favorite whore, Oscar, was also once my beautiful little daughter, who you defiled and treated like a piece of meat, and many men like you, and so I took my revenge. Those men that I knew had done what they had done to my daughter, yeah, I killed them. I sentenced them to death, and I killed them. The whole kiss on the forehead thing, I don't know. I guess it was what I did. Before my beautiful angel went to bed when she was a little girl, I would give her a kiss on the forehead and say good night. And so the kiss was, I guess, in honor of her, the memory of who she once was. As for the stab to the heart well, that signified how she broke my heart, I thought that was a good way of signifying that because, yeah, that's what it felt like to me. A knife to the heart. The girls that I killed, the women, I genuinely feel guilty about that, believe it or not. I do feel guilty about killing them. They did nothing wrong. They were good girls, innocent and sweet like my daughter used to be, and I was just so angry and disappointed that my daughter didn't turn out like them, and so I wanted other fathers to feel my pain of losing a daughter. I know it's really awful. I'm not denying that. I am, as people have described, a monster, but I have so much pent-up bitterness within me that I just can't stop killing. It's like my go-to drug to relieve tension, although the guilt does sometimes get to me. But in some ways I feel I'm doing it for a good cause, albeit a bit of a twisted one. The killings are in honor of my daughter, in memory of her, of who she once was, and I miss her. And so here we are, Oscar. This is my revenge. I thought about it for a while, how I would kill you, when, where, all that stuff. But then I thought, wait, that scumbag treated my daughter like a piece of meat. I'm going to do the same to his. And what better way to do it than on the radio?
okay. Okay. I now have some understanding of the situation.
You don't know shit, Oscar, but you will, and that's what's so sad about this, your daughter being in the position she is in, because she turned out to be such a lovely young woman, despite having a piece of shit father like you.
Okay, well, how can we resolve this? What do you want me to do to make up for the wrongs that I have done? I have admitted to them everything you've said about me, and I am sorry for those things. What can I do to get you to release my daughter? Please tell me. From a father to a father who thinks the world of their children, please tell me, what can I do to make this right, to get my daughter home safe? Please just don't do whatever you were planning. Please just let her go. Please, just please. This is not the way. I'm begging you.
Stop your whining, Oscar, and show a bit of professionalism.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, now stop apologizing. Here's what we're going to do. So you sometimes live stream the radio show on YouTube, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, we'll get that up and running for me. Make sure everyone is there, Jenny, you especially, and Patrick and Mike, make sure you're there too. Yeah, I know all the crew. I've done my research. So, let's get that up and running.
Okay, give us a second.
You bet, yeah, Oscar, I'm a very obliging man.
If we do whatever you want us to do with this stream thing, just please tell me, will you release my daughter?
Let's take it one step at a time, Oscar. Don't go getting ahead of yourself, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. I assure you. Okay, I see the stream is up and running. Sophie is very excited too, aren't you, sweetheart? She hasn't mastered mumbling with a gag over her mouth just yet, but she nodded her head in agreement. Talking to gagging, you did that to Tiffany a few times, didn't you, Oscar?
I'm sorry, I was drunk half of the time, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't.
Yeah, of course, Oscar. Just stop talking now. You look great, guys, by the way. Patrick, I love the mullet. It really complements your bushy eyebrows. Mike, great mustache. I didn't know you were doing a Freddie Mercury tribute act. And Jenny, that skirt, damn. Was that one of Oscar's favorites? Is that how you seduced him? Did he gag you too? Or was your mouth already occupied, Jenny?
Go screw yourself, you sick bastard.
Jenny, stop. Just stop. Okay, what happens next?
Attaboy, Oscar, put your bitch in her place. You know, once upon a time, Jenny was such a sweet girl. Yeah, believe it or not. She went to Aurora Elementary, isn't that right, Jenny? Yeah, you remember a girl called Sarah, right? Of course you do. You were BFFs, apparently.
Oh my god, I know who this is. I know who this is.
Shut your goddamn mouth, Jenny, and listen. Yeah, she knows Oscar, who I am. She's the once sweet little girl who turned into a little bitch. And for 5 years, straight bullied my beautiful daughter, who you came to know as Tiffany. Yeah, she made her life a goddamn misery. Forever changed her, wiped the smile from her face, and stole the innocence from her eyes. Ripped a chunk of my beautiful angel's hair out on one occasion. Spat on her after she got her buddies. To beat her up on another, slandered her nonstop. Said the most disgusting things imaginable to her. Made my daughter's life absolute hell, and she never got over it. Did you hear that, Jenny? She never got over it. It changed her life forever. I lost my daughter because of you, and Oscar, you son of a bitch. You compounded her misery by treating her like a goddamn piece of meat with no self-worth. So here it is, Oscar. Here's your chance. This is what we're going to do. You've got 10 seconds from when I start counting to pull out that 9mm I know you always carry to shoot that bitch, Jenny, in the head starting now. 10,
Oscar, don't do
9,
it. He's bullshitting you.
8,
Jenny, I gotta do it.
7,
I'm so sorry.
6,
Oscar, put it
5.
down.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she definitely looks nice and dead. Nice work, Oscar. You definitely surprised me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Oscar, what did you do?
Come on, Oscar. You'll get over it. Don't cry. You did a good thing. One less gold digging whore in the world.
Come on. Now let his daughter go, you sick bastard. Let her go. He's done what you've asked of him. Let her go now.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. Let's check in on Sophie. It's been a while. I'm gonna rewind that. I like that scream.
What are you talking about?
You want to hear it one more time?
Where is his daughter? Stop screwing around and just release her.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of lied. The screams were pre-recorded before I even called into the show. Sophie was already dead.
You bastard! Oh my God, you bastard! Evil son of a bitch!
Goodbye, Oscar. My work is complete.